Hey guys, welcome to the Skolo Online YouTube channel, the channel that is all about learning. If you're new to the channel and if you haven't subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button at the bottom of the video that you're watching right now. It's that red button over there. Just click on it and turn on the notifications so that you'll be notified every time we produce a new video on this channel. We generally produce new videos on a Wednesday and on a Saturday, and sometimes only once a week. It depends really. Sometimes our videos are very long and we then only produce one video a week instead of two. All right. And if you're new to our channel as well, we always make sure that we give you all the information that you need to follow along with the videos that we produce. So at the bottom of the video, right next to where the description should be, there is a button over there that says shows more. You can click on it and it's going to expand the description. Okay. So if we discuss about, a link or, something that was, I say to you, I'm going to link it in the description below. You're going to find that link over there. All right. And for every video that we make as well, we have timestamps to help you navigate through our content a little bit better. As you can see, a lot of our videos are very, very long because we explain all of our concepts in great detail. Okay. So instead of watching the entire 3-hour video, you can just read through the timestamp and figure out which part of the video you want to see. Of course, you're welcome to watch the entire video, but if, for example, you're coming back and you wanted to remind yourself of something, you can use the timestamp. Okay. The way that timestamps work is if, for example, you want to, figure out, oh, this is how I want to do a tweet with an image, just click on the timestamp over there and it's going to fast forward and take you to that section that is talking about that. Okay. So this helps you navigate through the videos that we're making. Okay. You don't have to watch the entire video. Okay. So on the description as well, we will have links to our YouTube, Instagram, and all of that, so feel free to follow us on social media so that, you can learn more about Skolo Online. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through the top 5 remote work or job, business, freelance ideas that you can do from the comfort of your own home. Okay, so we are an online learning platform, and a lot of the skills I teach you, I know I keep reinforcing that actually these are monetizable skills that you can either create a job around it. You can get a job around the skills that I teach you, or you can start a business around the skills that I teach you, or you can start freelancing. Either one, it depends on your circumstances and where you are and what your interests are. Okay, so I'm going to show you the top 5 that you can do right now. You can start today. These 5 sort of job or freelance ideas, at least on a freelance basis, you can start today, but you can also create a business around it, or perhaps start looking for a job around these 5 skills that you would be learning from here. Okay, now there's 3 ways you can do it. Okay, the first one is you can go to a freelance website, and I'll show you one of the freelance websites that I work with a lot, Fiverr. You can go there and you can start registering a profile over there and start providing these services to people, and people will pay you for it. And I've used Fiverr from a supplier point of view and also from a buyer point of view, and it's actually very simple to use. I think they take about 20% commission, but for the service that they're giving you, I would think it's worth it to get 80% of something than nothing at all for the services that you're producing, considering they're giving you this platform and access to potential clients that are looking for these services for you, right? And number 2, you can create your own website that sells these products and services. Although creating your own website is going to be a bit of a longer process, because when you create a website on day 1, we all know that you get absolutely 0 traffic. You have to build your website, you have to build your link, your ranking, until you get to a point where you get enough visitors, that your website is generating enough traffic to make sales that are worth running the website. But obviously with websites, they all started with 0 traffic. Everybody started somewhere. Okay, so you have to decide when is a good time to start, and just know that you need to spend time and effort in building up your traffic and ranking of your website to get it to a point where it's getting enough traffic to generate income. And then the last one is direct sales. Okay, this is how most businesses start, with people that you know. You just tell your friends, people, you come across, you go to events, networking events where you got a lot of entrepreneurs. You just tell guys, I'm building websites. Here's my business card. All right, on WhatsApp groups. Hi guys, I'm doing this. Here's my card. You guys can contact me. And a lot of small businesses started that way, and you get clients that way. And over time, if you do a good job, it becomes a word of mouth. In my case, it was just it became a word of mouth, and it just multiplies on top of each other. If you do a good job, that person is going to recommend you to another person, and then you do a good job, those 2 people recommend you to another people. Before you know it, people are calling you all the time to do these services. So these are the 3 ways you can start to build a business around the skills, but it's up to you what you think you're comfortable with with, whether you want to go freelance, you want to go website, or you just want to do direct sales and generate income that way, okay? So let's get started counting down our top 5. Watch this until the end because I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna organize this in some sort of order, right? In terms of the most highly profitable, from the least to the most highly profitable. I think, in my opinion, I'm gonna organize it in that fashion. Okay, so I would say number 5 on this list is content writing. We are moving in a digitized world, and things are moving very, very fast. And this is something that was not a career maybe 5 years ago. But today, it is one of the most highly sought after skills online that you can do from the comfort of your own home, is to write content for other people. And by writing content, I mean research and writing content. Okay, and I'll give you some examples. Now, this is a page on Fiverr for content producers that write content and for people. So you have somebody, for example, that's a professional medical writer. So maybe this guy is good at writing professional medical blogs, and he'll research them, he will SEO optimize that content, and write it for you. And I've used some of these services because as a business person, I might want to have blog content on my website on a regular basis if I'm a doctor, but I don't have the time to go and write blogs weekly, right? So a lot of companies and businesses come to places like Fiverr and look for professional content producers because they don't have the time to do the research and they don't have the skills. And you can develop your skills and hone it over time to write good blogs and write good, whether even books. I mean, there's people that have even ghostwritten books for people. Obviously, books is a bit long and you might need a little bit more skills for that. But something you can start right away is just blog writing. And if you use, platforms like WordPress, they guide you very well around, if you use WordPress, SEO tools like Yoast SEO, they guide you around keywords and around, how to make sure that you have the right length and everything is around, and you can work with plugins like that to make sure that at least your blog is SEO optimized, because most people that come to content producers for online content, especially blogs, they're just more concerned about the blog being SEO optimized because they want that blog to be able to attract traffic to their website, and that's why they're doing it. They just don't have the time to do it themselves, but they want somebody to do it for them. All right, so this is something you can come over here, you can create your own account on Fiverr and you can start selling this. All right, I'll put a link below for Fiverr if you are interested in getting a Fiverr account, but this is definitely one of the things you can start doing. If you're a very good writer, you can do that. Okay, and clients are willing to pay. I know I've paid for these services, even though I can do it myself. If I start a new website that I want to have content on it very, very quickly over time, maybe I want 2-3 blogs a week, I don't have the time to write it myself. I'll just, sort of rent it out and get somebody to do it for me. And you can see these guys are making per article 600 rands, and this is probably on the lower end. And you can check guys that make up to 2,000 rands if they are pro verified for writing articles. So you can make a lot. I mean, if you build your reputation over time and build your levels on Fiverr to become a top rated seller, you can make up to 1,000 rands per blog writing for other people, and that's enough. That's significant money, right? Then the next one is connected to number 5, but slightly different. Okay, this is link building specifically. So link building is one of the most important, if not the most important, weighted variable that Google looks at when they decide on how to rank your page for a specific keyword. Okay, so let's say I have a website that I'm a job advert. I'm a job like the job website we built, Careers Portal. When I first create that website, nobody is going to know about it. Google won't know about it. They will, probably within the first couple of days or first couple of weeks, they will already go through it. What's the word? They'll go through it. They will index it, and it will be on the Google database. But they will rank it right at the bottom because it's an unknown website. Okay, so one of the best ways to get your website ranking from the bottom to the top, so that when somebody is searching for a job, website is to create links or backlinks to that website. And a lot of companies know this, a lot of businesses know this, but it takes time and effort to link build. You can't always expect that link building is going to happen automatically. And link building is when somebody links back to your website. And the best way to do it is through blogs, because if you have just normal content, or I'm doing jobs, why would anybody just want to link to, your normal about page? But if you write content that's interesting, the top 5 ways of preparing for a CV, and then somebody sees that article, they're like, oh, this is really nice. I'm going to link it on my social media. I'm going to link it on my website so that people can read about this, and then they link back to yours. And the more links you have on the internet, the more it signals to Google that you're an important website. So link building has become a very, very important thing for companies and businesses to rank higher on Google. Therefore, as a result, every company is always looking to link build. But it is a time-consuming task. So what do? We go back to Fiverr and we look for guys that just have time on their hands, and we're like, guys, can you just build me a couple of links and I'll pay you for it, right? So this is another service for building local links, citations. There's different types of links you can build. You can build links on, forums like Quora. You can go and link your stuff, your content there. You can build links on other, blogging websites like Medium, LinkedIn. The reason why you're not doing on Medium and LinkedIn, because Medium and LinkedIn have got high domain authority already. And if you write an article on Medium, your article is going to sort of inherit the domain authority of Medium as well. And then if your article gets even more links back to it, it's going to be even more powerful. So there's a lot of link building that happens on Medium. You can create your own blog and start linking on that as well, but then you have to move your blog up. You can outreach guest blogging on other people's websites that already have high. But the point is, the more you can write content on other people's websites and link back to your website or any other website, the more valuable that website becomes in the eyes of Google, because it tells Google that this is an important website. Look at all the people that are linking back to it. They are, so this must be good, so it will rank you higher. So as a business, you can offer people services for, what, guys, I will build links for you, and that is a sought after skill on media, on Fiverr, for example. People charge, okay, this one is from 154, but it's only 30 links. I mean, this guy is charging up to 200, up to 300 rands just to build links for people. All right. And I've used this guy a couple of times to build local South African citation links. This is where you get let me see how many links you get, up to 60 links for local citations. Like they'll go to local business rankings, like your free yellow pages, those kind of websites, and they will register your business and link it there, and they'll do it on 60 different websites. And you can figure those websites out, and you can create your own business. You can come to Fiverr and you can provide this service. And this guy always has work happening. Like right now, he's got 14 orders are pending, which means there's 14 people that are waiting for him to deliver links. 14 times the amount of money he's making per link. He's making a lot of money. And there's many people that have, I've seen up to 50 orders pending on link building. Link building is very popular on Fiverr, okay? So if you have time and you figure out where you want to build links, this is a good business idea to get into link building online, okay? The third one I'm going to talk about is graphics. We've touched a little bit on this when we build our own website. When we build our own websites, like when we're creating a logo and we're creating things like that, this is something you can do from home, because you don't have to meet with your clients face to face to be able to develop graphics for them. You can build it, they can tell you what they want, you can have a call with them, and then you send them what you've built, and and then they pay you for it, right? But the reason why I have it in here, and I think anybody can do it, is you don't have to be a graphic designer nowadays to produce amazing graphics, because a lot of this graphic stuff is available that you can buy online and you can sell it to other people, right? You can sell it to your clients. So I'll show you this website, Envato. I've shown Envato many, many times. I use it a lot to do a lot of my graphics. It saved me thousands of money of rands to use Envato Elements. So you come to Envato Elements, they've got a monthly subscription. I don't have to link it below. I'm not affiliated to Envato, so I'm not getting paid to show you Envato, but I believe this is a really useful money saving website. So for example, clients are always looking for business cards. Clients are always looking for flyers, flyer design. clients are always looking for these kind of things. And if you're working for somebody and you're writing them blogs and you're building their SEO, that same person is very likely also to need a business card or a flyer for advertising, even social media content. All right. So what I'll do is that I'll come here, for example, let's say I'm looking for flyer. Actually, one of the things that I sell a lot from Envato is company profiles. All right. So I'm gonna just search that for you, and you can see how easy it is to work with Envato. Okay, so you're looking for company profiles. You can charge up to 5,000 rands to produce a professional looking company profile. But if you didn't have Envato, you would have to design it yourself from scratch, and it takes a bit of time. So I'm going to show you from graphic templates. You pick something like this, for example, and I'm going to open it in a new tab, and this comes pre-designed, right? So look at that. This is a company profile that is pre-designed. This is something that you can charge 5,000 rands to a client to produce this document for them. And then you just download this template if you have an account with Envato, and then you open it, for example, using, I think I've shown you this before. You might need something like Affinity. All right, so you might need something like Affinity. Yes, Affinity Designer, which is also like 400 rands. You buy it once off. It's a once-off thing, and then you it's 50% off. Something like Affinity Designer, it's 479. You buy it once off, and then you would come here and download this template, and you'll be able to edit it. Okay, so you'll be able to edit Toki and put whatever your company name is, whatever the company you're building this profile for, and it'll take you like, I've done this in like 2-3 hours and sold a company profile for 5,000 rands. You more than paid back whatever you paid Affinity and whatever you're paying for Envato subscription. And then you can do this on a regular basis. You can even create a gig on Fiverr that does company profiles for people, and you can use these examples from Affinity, from Envato Elements, as like mock-ups, and show that this is the kind of thing I want. Pick the one that you want, and you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick this one, pick that one, and then somebody picks one, and then in a day you produce them a company profile document. They pay you for it, and you make up for it. So graphics is one of the easiest online gig you can get that is really highly profitable, that will cost you less than what it will make you, and the services are required. Even if you were doing direct sales, most of my graphic sales are direct sales, people that just want a professional, even CV, CV editing. Like Envato has amazing CV templates, right? I'm gonna show you some of the CV templates you can find from Envato. I mean, look at that. Okay, people nowadays pay a lot of money for professional looking CVs, because a professional looking CV talks a lot about you as a candidate, and it can make you stand out. So I know people that are always looking for professional looking CVs. You come to Envato, you get a couple of templates, you create a gig on Fiverr, you talk to your friends like, guys, I do professional CVs, as if you're like a top rated graphic designer, but actually you just come over there and you go through all the CV templates they've got, and you can build professional looking CVs for people. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. You just get that template, you download it, you open it off Affinity, and you start selling that. Okay, so graphics, very, very, very profitable. Okay, then after graphics, the next one I want to talk to you about, so we're going in order of profitability, I think, and sort of a need and something, things that you can sell easily and that will be more profitable. So if you had to choose, you would choose from the top list going down. All right, the next one is social media management. Social media management has blown up in the last couple of years. Okay, this is also a career that didn't exist 5 years ago, but today is one of the most highly sought after easy jobs that you can do from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to leave your home to do social media management for clients. You can just talk to clients on the phone, you can talk to clients online, and they'll tell you what they want. You can design content for them and post it on social media. Okay, so social media content is, like a client will come and say, okay, I sell bags, and I just want to keep my social media engaged. I've got a Twitter, Facebook, Instagram account, but clients don't have time to manage these on a regular basis. Like, I know I don't have time to make sure I post every day on my social media, but social media engagement is the most important thing. So what do companies do? They hire it out. They hire digital marketing companies to do it for them. But this is something you can start a business on yourself. You can become a digital marketing company overnight by learning how to do social media. And social media is not rocket science, guys. Social media is very, very simple. The things you need to do with social media is, number one, consistency. So you got to do it regularly, more than once a day at least. Number two, is you're gonna be engaging. So you have to reply to people's comments, and sort of like people have to see that you're available. All right. If you do those two things, you're sorted with social media. All right. And anybody can do those two things. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to engage, to be engaging, and to be consistent. You just need time. This is why I write a lot of code to automate social media for me, because I just don't have the time to do it. But imagine people that don't have time to write code, they still need the services done. So this is where you come in. Okay, you become a social media manager for people, and you do this. And you can also do this on Fiverr, by the way. Social media management on Fiverr is actually one of the most popular things. It's actually how Fiverr started. When Fiverr started a couple of years, I don't know how long it was ago, it was mainly for social media management with the $5 Fiverr services back in the time, and it grew beyond that. And then they realized, okay, people need more services on social media, but social media management is what made Fiverr what it is today. And it's probably one of the most popular services still on Fiverr today, is to manage people's social media. So you can do this yourself. You can create a gig on Fiverr, or you can, like I said, over there, you can create your own website that does it for people. You can go direct sales and do this for people. All right. And I just wanted to show you something. All right. On Hootsuite, this is one of the services I use personally to do some of my other social media accounts scheduling. And you can see now, I just noticed this today when I opened it up. The free plan is changing. I used to be able to post up to 30 schedules on 30 different social media accounts in a month, which means I could schedule for a whole week in advance on Hootsuite. But you can't do that anymore. They've actually changed it because they realize people are abusing it and nobody's paying for it, and they want you to pay. So these things are not going to be free anymore. In fact, Hootsuite was the only one that was, you could still work with a free plan, and now you can't. So if you want to use Hootsuite, you're going to have to pay. But then again, you're going to charge your client for that, and you're going to make a profit in there. Or you can learn a little bit of programming and check some of the videos I've done on this channel, and you can write Python code to do your social media scheduling for you, and you can pay absolutely nothing, and you can charge clients for it, and you can make money from social media scheduling. All you need is your client to give you content that they want you to post, or you can even make more money by helping them design that content. You just come over to to Enviro Elements, and you check Instagram posts, for example, and you're gonna get a whole bunch of templates you can work off of Enviro. You edit the templates for the clients, they approve it, you schedule 30 in advance, you write Python code to do it, you make some money on the side. This is probably one of the easiest one to do if you want to do it programmatically. And learning Python for Instagram coding is not as complex as it looks. If you saw our video that we did, I think it was 2 weeks ago, you'll see it's just 2 or 3 lines of Python code. The majority of the work is actually creating the content. But if you designed it manually, you only need those 2 lines of code to send the image off to Instagram, all right? So the last one, and this is probably the hardest one to do, but if you can do it well, it's probably going to be the most profitable, okay? And this is web design. Web design nowadays has moved online. Gone are those days where you had to have an office and staff and like 40 people working for you, and clients wanted to see you face to face. Nowadays, I design websites for people that are sitting on the other side of the world, and they just find me online, and we speak, and they say, okay, this is what I want, and then I quickly design it, send them a link. Do you like it? No, change this. I don't like that. Change that. Add this. Remove this. Boom, boom, boom. Pay me on PayPal. Pay me with Bitcoin. Whatever it is. Then the work is done. All right. So web design is a job that you can completely do online from the comfort of your own home without ever having to see somebody face to face. Okay. Can create WordPress websites, the most popular on Fiverr as well. Creating WordPress websites is one of the most popular tasks. I know everything I say is popular, but creating WordPress websites is pretty popular on Fiverr right now. And you can charge 2,000 rands upwards on Fiverr for creating a WordPress website. And again, guess what? Enviro Elements has got tons of WordPress website themes that are paid for themes, professional looking themes. Have a look at some of the channel videos that we've got on creating WordPress websites. Even I think the one that we did on e-commerce, we used a template from Enviro Elements that is really, really professional looking. That website looks like it's designed by some top agency, and you just work off a template you got off Enviro, and the website looks top, and you can charge top dollar for that website on Fiverr or on direct sales, whatever it is, even on your own website, whatever the company, right? Drop shipping, that is becoming more and more popular these days. Drop shipping, e-commerce. There's many people that want to do it, and they don't have the time to write the code themselves. They don't have the time to create the WordPress website. They don't even have the time to watch my video where I'm showing you exactly how to do a drop shipping store, right? So what do? You do it for them and you charge them for it, okay? And I've got like tons of videos on this channel where I build a dropshipping store from scratch. So if you didn't know how to do it and you have the time to learn, check out my dropshipping videos. Check out my videos that I've made on how to create an e-commerce store. Check out the videos that I've made on how to create a WordPress website. You can learn those skills and you can start your own company and you can charge people for that, because every other person wants a website. I've got like maybe 20 people that want websites, that want me to build them website, except some of them just don't have the money. But people that had, then when they get the money, then you build it for them, all right? So this is a skill you don't even have to go to Fiverr for. You trust me, in your circle of friends, people that you know, there is 2 or 3 people that need a website right now. Okay, you can charge them for it. Or if you wanna become a little bit more skilled, this you can get more money for building web applications as opposed to websites, okay? Because if they require more skills and you have to know more about Python or whatever, whether it's PHP, whatever you're using to do server-side coding, you can start building web applications as well. All right, there are more people doing WordPress websites, so the market is a bit crowded. Like if you're going to Fiverr right now, you might not even get sales anytime soon, because there's a lot of competition for WordPress, because anybody can do WordPress, right? But start building web applications. Actually, I registered a gig like that on Fiverr, and before you knew it, like it was the first one that I got a contact on, because the skills are not as many for web applications as opposed to WordPress websites. So you can already start making money on web applications. Lots of guys are looking for like database websites, portals. You can make money off building web applications, right? You can use Flask, you can use Django. I've got tutorials for both Flask and Django on my channel that you can go through, and you can learn how to use these platforms to build web applications, all right? And even though I did it for a specific use case, all right, once you learn the basic skills, you can adapt it to any other type of web application, and you can learn. And there is also other YouTube channels. You're not limited to only my channel. There's a lot of YouTube channels that show you how to do many different types of web applications that you can do. But definitely doing web design for clients online is going to be the most profitable of all the 5 skills that I've shown you. And although it might take a little bit of learning to get started with it, but you can charge up to 10,000 rands for a website these days. If it's professionally done, and so you only need to build 2 or 3 a month to make a decent salary, working from home or working from anywhere in the world. All right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know which one of these services you're trying out or you're doing, and how it's going. Are you getting clients? Are you using freelancing? Are you trying to build your own website that sells these services? I mean, you just let me know, guys. Think about it, and we'll see you again next week with another interesting tutorial here on Skolo Online.